All right, hello everybody. I don't know where we're at in this video, so welcome back to Sterlingshire Homestead. It's been a little while since you guys have been here last. We finished putting in drain tile and leveled it out based on the footing, and that kind of goes on both sides of this. But the major development now is that they poured this concrete earlier this week, and we're at the point now where we're 48 hours in. So if I want to walk on this, I totally could. The thing I like now is that this entire thing, you guys can probably tell on the sound on the video, this entire thing is just a giant amphitheater, and it is so unbelievably echoey, it's unreal. So I'm gonna wipe my feet off a little bit here, and this literally the first steps in here since it's been poured. Overall, pretty darn good basement if you ask me. Yeah, it's a little rougher than I thought it might be, but that's okay. And that's what we're looking at. They must have had some extra sand or something in there too, because they shoveled a bunch of it in our window well here. That's okay. We'll have to shovel that back and put drain tile rock in. We got a bunch of drain tile rock bags sitting over there, and we'll have to do that eventually. But for now, it's looking all right. Yeah, they totally shoveled that from inside the house. But our concrete is done at this point, and we're looking pretty good. This now that I'm like seeing this corner to corner here, this is a like quite large space for what it is. So very excited for it. Our framers are supposed to start next week. I think Monday is their first day. Our materials are coming here tomorrow, and that should be going pretty quick here. So lots of progress very soon on this house. The thing that I like now was with all this concrete where it's supposed to be, we've got a lot of other things happening here that are fairly self-explanatory. Like, I'm fairly certain that might be a sump pump, but I'm not sure. One of these I think is actually a shower drain. This one maybe, I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that this corner is the bathroom, and it kind of sticks out to about here. I think it's 12 feet. I think that's about the 12-foot mark. So we've got 20 feet here to either put the golf simulator in or whatever else in this section, either facing this way or facing this way. I don't know, but that'll be exciting. And just lots of cool stuff happening now that I'm excited to see how everything goes here. It's very nice now that this is all done, that it's a concrete floor, that I can theoretically set some, not all, but some materials and things in here too. Mostly that'll happen once the framing and stuff of the wall is done, because it'll come up another 4 feet all the way around, and then they're going to frame out this wall here too. And then hopefully by the time this wall here is framed out, we should be good on bracing or backfilling, because this concrete will be braced on all the corners. But that's what we got right now. And you can see where the concrete truck drove in. I can't believe they got out of that. That looked pretty sketch. But it's all working out. So there's the concrete portion done. And hopefully in the very near future, we'll finish out a lot of the rest of this stuff. And we'll take care of our other things here. Looks like a rock was slammed into that, and I'll have to make some adjustments there, but otherwise not too bad. Not a whole lot was moved, which is good. So, I guess until next time here on Sterlingshire Homestead, I'll sign off for now, and if you like what we do, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. All right, bye everyone. Bonus footage of Maddie's first steps. I just figured I'd show you. Not like baby first steps, but first on the concrete floor. I did the same thing when I first walked down here. So go to the other corner, like that back one, and look at the far corner now, and tell me it's not a very big house. Do you know what I mean? the perspective changes a lot once you're in an actual corner and know how big it's going to be.
So, our bathroom out here
Our bathroom starts right there.
is from here.
Keep going to about there. Yeah. So big downstairs bathroom, which I was actually thinking about. We could probably put a laundry machine in there too if we really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this room is another 6 feet, so let's say 2, 4, 6
Plus 4 feet plus 4 feet of stairs. So go 2 more. So to there. And then the stairs are literally right where you're walking now. And then this is the entry to the kitchen right here, and then the bar and stuff is going to be right along here. So about a 15-foot bar. And then right in line with the bedroom, which is going to be right across, and this will be a bedroom right here.
We have from like here to there for a living room.
Or a restaurant or whatever we decide to do. I was looking at it from the corner. It's like we could face the golf simulator that way or that way, and it wouldn't matter.
I imagine it going this way.
Like towards the back wall?
Yeah, the couch.
Not towards the window wall? Okay. Yeah, I suppose you don't want to hit at the window, theoretically, if your net fails. That'd probably be better if it went that way, actually. And then that could be our cartoon breakfast, if we want to do that as a business.
Breakfast cereal nut.
Yep. Well,
Okay, it's a big house.
quite. Yep. Now that you actually get to go in and see it, there's a much nicer sense of scale.
It will be very exciting next week.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be exciting when they start framing it next week and we can do that. Yeah, it's not like butter smooth, but it's not bad either.
No.
See, I think this is their flush drain. Yeah, FD. So that's the one, like, if the water heater needed to run into it, I think the wall is sitting here. It's like if the water heater was sitting right here, it could run into that. Or the furnace, you could run a little hose and hit into that.
It will be exciting when this has four.
Yeah, when it has one more wall, as soon as they put that one wall on, we'll know kind of what the scale is.
That's going to be framed in though.
Correct. That last wall's, I was telling them that it'll be framed in. But just like go to the other corner now. Like look at the scale of this. From you to me, like this is across a far restaurant room. No?
Yes, for those watching at home, I'm 5'4". I like imagining, eventually we'll be able to show it, but imagining the scale of the rest of the floors against this tree.
Yeah, so like we're imagining how I gotta back this out because I was showing your scale against. So I think by the time the top of that other wall is on, that knee wall, it'll sit about there on the tree. Actually, probably about there on the tree. And we're gonna go up another floor, so it's gonna be probably sitting around here. And then we gotta go up another floor beyond that, so probably about there where the roof starts, and it'll go up high enough at the peak that it's probably gonna be taller than that tree by the time we're all said and done. Or close to the height of that tree. Which works out great because we can leave this tree, because if it's going to fall, it only has a little bit to fall just to hit into the house, rather than falling a really big distance and hitting.
We wouldn't even have to like replace the roof.
Yeah, because the amount of force hitting the roof would be low, because it wouldn't be that far of a fall for it to hit the roof.
Until I can actually see it, like until it's a physical thing, it is ungodly and unimaginable the fact that we will have a house that tall.
Yeah.
And the fact that dirt is going to match up with the concrete.
Not probably at this end, because this end is the walkout.
No,
So like here, it'll totally be that high. It'll like sit here and then it'll start slowly coming down. And by the time it's here, it'll probably be only about 2-3 feet.
And we won't, like, you won't see the back half of the house from the outside or the back half of the basement. Like,
Yeah, you won't even, like looking from this side, you won't even know that this is a
the
walkout.
ground will come up to the top of that wall.
Yes. Yep.
It boggles, I don't know if it boggles your mind, but it boggles my mind, the scale of which this actually is.
Well, very cool. Yeah, lots of good things going on, I think.
Next week.
Next week, Monday.
Are you gonna take progress every day?
I think every day I'm gonna at the very least take a photo. If not, walk up here and like do a little quick 2-minute video of how far they've come.
At the end of all this, we should make like a slideshow compilation video.
I like how they left us the bolts, or the not bolts, but the nuts and the washers to lock the walls down on these. They look mostly straight. They're a little bit crooked, but that won't be too bad to hold down the wood. But it looks pretty nice. The last thing that's got to happen, I don't know if they pop the form off here or not. They might. And if they don't, I don't think I would care, because Shane and Todd would just eventually do it, our framers. Okay, so that's what you got. The other thing I was flabbergasted at, like, look at how deep the tracks are for that. I don't know how the concrete truck drove out of that.
I'll tell you.
Like,
he drove that
he drove this way and then he went that way. Okay, thanks. But, like, that is a really deep rut. That's a good 16, 18-inch rut there.
Well, and remember, it rained.
Rained 3 days straight prior to them pouring, so.
And so that, I think that rut is just from him sitting there.
From the rain, yeah.
For as long as they did. They were here
for a while.
an hour.
I see they moved our ladder too to make sure the truck didn't hit it. That's very nice of them. Okay. So that's what we got. And then the last thing we got to do before technically our job is done for a little while, there's 2 things. We got to cover this with rock. We've got a ton of river pebble that we're going to get. A little bit of river rock because they ran out of river pebble. But it's a 3/4 inch stone that will cover this all the way up. And I'm thinking ideally to kind of like match up with here and then kind of go at an angle. And so you've got like an outside sort of French drain deal that helps you shed water so it doesn't get in your basement. So that'll carry the water away. And then we should be a-okay. That'll be the last steps for us, apart from putting on the outside window well. And that we can kind of do as they backfill, so it'll probably be a couple weeks yet for that. But that's what we got.
The turkeys were up here.
The turkeys were up here?
You can see their turkey.
Oh, you can see their turkey feet prints.
So if Isaac didn't
tons
say
of them.
it already, I woke up this morning and there were turkeys. There was like a whole group of 7
This
or 8
looks like
turkeys.
water, but it's not water. Look at that.
They were walking around outside of our house.
That's cool. Yeah, about 7 or 8 turkeys outside.
They must have made their way up the driveway and
then hung out here. Just tons of little feet. That's kind of cool.
I like the dinosaur tracks. They're cute.
Okay. There's more bonus footage in this video than actual video. That's okay. That just means the people who like to watch till the end get some extra coverage. You know how we do it here. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you really want to support us, our merch is in the description too. Peace.